We're going to kick off the video today with something slightly different. As we all know, driving standards are on the slide wherever you are, whether or not it's London, UK, all over the world. People are seemingly forgetting how to drive, and it's more and more important that you protect yourself when you're out and about on the road. I have recently just got this VFO A329T, one of the latest and greatest models to check out and install on my electric daily driver. Now, as you can imagine, my insurance policy is not cheap, and if it comes to a bump or a scrape, that could be a game changer for me. So I'll need to make sure that I am protected, even on the most boring cars in my fleet, which actually, ironically, get the most amount of miles. It's important that if there is a claim and I'm not to blame, I can prove that. And with one of these, you can do just that. The A329T comes in the box then with 3 cameras, not just one. You have a front camera, a rear camera, and you also get an in-cabin camera too. You get a 4K front camera, 2K telephoto with 4x optical zoom, and 2K rear camera. The front camera features a Sony Starvis 2 IMX678 1/8 8 megapixel sensor for sharp low noise footage with minimal blur. The rear and telephoto cameras use IMX675 5 megapixel sensors with 2.5x wider dynamic range, delivering crisp but detailed video. They support hybrid mode, combining time-lapse low bitrate or even event detection with impact detection. So that means in the event of a shunt, the camera already knows I've had it. I don't need to fiddle around and think, oh my God, have I recorded that? The camera already knows. And once you've got the recordings that you want, you can actually transfer them with Wi-Fi 6 super quickly. Let's get this installed then and see that even a baboon like me can do it. As with my Defender, it's absolutely disgusting here, so don't judge me. Let's get installing then. You can hardwire these as well. It comes with a hard wiring kit, but for ease for this video, I'm actually going to install it the quicker and easier way. My EQA here doesn't actually have a 12-volt adapter, so there's nowhere to put the cigarette lighter thing into, but it does have lots of USB-Cs. Really couldn't be easier. You've got a sticky pad on here, and then the lens here does adjust. So when you stick it on, you can adjust the camera to point however you want it to. I think I'll stick it up over here, up on the left-hand side. Easy. Now I've got to plug the USB cable in. Pretty easily done. That can go under the mat there. So there we go. Pretty much every single car has trim strips like this that you can move. Similar story in the back then, just stick it in and then wire it up. You get this extra long cable that will wire happily through the car, really, really thin, that will go all the way back through to the camera that you've put in at the front there. Stick the camera up, stick the wire in, tuck it all in, and the camera in the cabin you can stick in like so. And again, it swivels, so you can literally put it in however you want. So we'll probably put it there facing inwards, right up on here. There we go. And again, you get a cable in the box. You literally just attach it to the main unit. And that's it, literally set up. You even get a tool for putting the cables behind the trim, but I just use my fingernails because they're gross. Simple as that. You're now ready and protected to go out driving. I'm now protected by VFO. And if you want one, I'll leave a code on the screen to go and get an exclusive discount for you guys and girls using that code. The link will also be in the pinned comment and in the description. For now then, let's get on with the video. Hello, welcome back to TGTV, and more specifically, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a BMW M5 Touring. Are you excited? Oh, my wife's on the channel. Hi. Hi, hello. Today, we are doing a variation on our usual theme. We're not off to the garden centre to go and get crisps. No. We are off today to go and get a donut. We're doing a donut run in the brand new BMW M5, £130,000 worth of BMW M5, fresh from Cotswolds BMW. So
it's very comfy, isn't it?
Yeah, this is your first experience. You've literally just got in this for the first time. I've driven this for a little bit now, so I'm used to it. Your first impressions then? You're comfy?
Yeah, I'm comfy.
So this has got 717 brake horsepower, which is, it's a lot of power basically. 0 to 60 around 3 seconds. Like, it's a very, 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 very powerful car.
Speedy.
But you wouldn't know it.
No, very comfy. I like it.
It does go very fast. Do you want to see?
No, thank you.
Okay. It's part electric, so this is the first plug-in hybrid M5. It actually shares the powertrain with the XM. It's a big 4x4 XM.
Like a plug-in hybrid.
I do like a plug-in hybrid. I really like it. And obviously, I've just come from the Panamera Turbo S e-hybrid, which actually, these products are, I don't care what you say, they are competing with each other, pretty much, I would say. This is cheaper. This is around £130,000. The Panamera S e-hybrid turbo, whatever it is, it's about £180,000 to £200,000, depending on the spec. They've both got V8s. The Panamera outpowers it at 770 brake horsepower versus this with 717. But I know, but they're competing products. But this actually got more space because this is a Touring. It's got a big boot.
You look like you're going so fast in your glasses.
I know, we're speeding.
You're built for speed in those glasses. You're also not built for staying in your lane in those glasses.
So what I would say is, this is a bit more twitchy. The steering's a lot more direct in this. Panamera is more of a wafter. This, if you're in a narrow lane, you actually have to watch what you're doing. Otherwise you'll end up in another lane, as I just found out. I'm trying to show you my pedo glasses.
Speedy glasses.
Sorry, speedo glasses, not pedo.
Speedo.
Both work. Speedy.
Speedo.
Speedy pedo.
Speedy
Whatever.
pedo.
Anywho, to live with though, this is a very, very comfortable, easy car
You
day
can
to
put
day.
your dogs in the back.
You
or
can
your
put-
child in the back if you are so inclined.
There's loads of room. And you actually get 3 proper seats in the back, and you have somewhere to put your feet. Whereas in the Panamera, you can option 2 and 3 seats in the back. But if you option 3 seats, as I touched on in my full review video, your middle passenger has nowhere to put their feet. But BMW have foot space for passengers. This is a much more...
It's got a big boot as well, doesn't it?
It's got a big boot. At the Panamera, they've done away with the Sport Turismo shape, so you can't actually get a traditional estate car shape. But this is the first estate variant of the M5 since the S61, I believe. So it skipped a few generations. They stopped doing the estate. People got very grumpy about that, and they brought the estate car shape back, and obviously they called it a Touring. I like this car. I like this car a lot, and I'm actually speaking to BMW about potentially getting a deal on one, seeing what deals there are about, because they're lumpy, this price, and they're not holding their value hugely well. So I think there's deals to be done. Anyway, how have you been? Can you talk us through just, I don't know, the past few weeks? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody. Had a very nice Christmas. Had the whole family at home, which was really nice because my dad was in hospital last year.
We didn't go to Barbados, did we?
We
Because we can't
didn't
afford it.
go to Barbados because we're poor.
Yep. We're tramps.
No, we had a really nice Christmas, thank you. And I just watched the Stranger Things finale, and I'm not happy. Everyone else will have watched it. I know you don't like it, but
I don't like anything that's like goblins and ghouls.
it's not though. It's really good.
Yeah, I just don't like the whole like sci-fi thing.
I don't mind a goblin and ghoul.
Aliens and vampires and stuff. It's not for
I
me.
love a vampire. No, I didn't like the ending. I loved Stranger Things, but I'm convinced that I'm in conformity gate, and I think there's another episode coming. So
You're on what?
it's called Conformity Gate.
What does that mean?
It's the name of the people that think that there's another episode coming because of the Easter eggs in the last episode, and because it wasn't good enough, they think that it's a fake ending. But there's another one maybe dropping tonight.
So there might be another ending by the time this goes out.
But Netflix have announced that there is no other ending, and that actually just was the ending. So, but
Oh,
it
the
could
ending
be
was just
a
poo.
lie. It could be a lie.
Well, if it helps, I think all of it was poo. I've seen glimpses of it, and I just...
It wasn't. Should we go to Pets at Home and get the dogs a toy? We didn't get them one for Christmas.
I mean, we can do.
Let's do that.
Let's
Actually.
get donut first. I'm so hungry.
Oh, okay.
Please.
I would remember we took Chris to that Pets at Home after he had his, after he was in hospital.
Yeah.
And we took him there to get him a toy to cheer him up, but we didn't realise that they'd messed around with his tummy so much that he had no control over his bowels. He just pooed himself everywhere in Pets at Home.
Perfect.
Poor boy.
That's good.
He had to wear a nappy for about 2 weeks, do you remember?
I do remember that. Was very cute.
It was really cute.
Yeah, it was very, very cute. We got him like some fancy nappies.
He had a nappy with unicorns and rainbows on.
Nice.
Anyway, this is a car video.
It is a car video. What else can I tell you about the M5? We're going to try and get some other journalism in there. So the V8 puts out 520 odd brake horsepower on its own, and the electric powertrain puts out 190 something on its own. So they're kind of separated. Is that interesting?
Cool.
Yeah, are you really interested by that?
Yeah.
Didn't think you would be.
I was thinking about other things.
So was I. I was saying that I actually bored myself even talking
When
about
you
that.
say this kind of stuff, it sounds like you're speaking Simish. Like, I don't know, it's like...
I hear myself when I'm saying it, and even I'm bored by a lot of what I'm
I
saying.
got an Oura ring.
You got an Oura ring?
I love it.
How did that happen?
I told Tom I would like an Oura ring. And I got an Oura ring.
And then the viewing audience basically paid for it. So
Thank you very much.
You
for
lot
my
got her an
Oura
Oura ring. There
Thanks
we go.
for letting me track my sleep and my cycle.
Cycle, yeah. Very, very exciting stuff. Any other business? Do you want to hear how this sounds?
Sure.
It doesn't sound that... It does sound quite good, but I don't know what's... So this car, you're going to love this. I'm really interested. Be completely honest, this car plays engine noise through the speakers.
See, I find that really embarrassing. I'm sorry. That's just like, that's mortifying, to be honest.
Do you not think that's like manly and sexy?
No, I think that's embarrassing.
If we were dating and I was like, this is my new car, it's got 717.
I wouldn't be able to, I wouldn't be interested in any of that, and I wouldn't be able to tell that the revs are coming through the speakers, to be honest. I don't know. I can't believe they do that. That's so cringe.
Well,
so cringe.
They do.
They do.
We're at Krispy Kreme's.
Woo!
I remember I used to do car meets here many moons ago. I've definitely done a car meet here in my E93 M3. Yeah, at this one.
Oh.
I think Lord Aline was there. I think Lenny Urban was there. You don't know these people.
I do know, because he's got the stuffy.
Yeah, Lenny's got Franco.
Franco, he's so cute.
We're gonna go in. I like the whole process.
Oh look, it's a wagtail. It's a wagtail. Do you see?
Yeah.
That's a wagtail.
Yeah, the audience can't see it, but...
No, but you can see. That was a wagtail, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know about birds?
Yeah. I do actually know about birds.
That's why, because they've put bird feeder there.
Oh, cute.
That's so nice of them.
I'll have to Google now an image of a wagtail and overlay it. Wagtail.
What is it? Is it a wagtail tit? Is it just a wagtail?
I don't know, there's a type of tit.
I think it's a type of tit.
Because you get cold tits, blue tits,
Wagtail tits?
saggy tits. We'll leave some of the
Please.
coughing in.
Okay.
I like coughing.
Let's go get a donut.
Get a donut.
Bye.
So she's gone barging in now already, but I just wanted to show you the interior of this car. Very nice. I think obviously a light interior for dogs and things is a bit of a silly idea, and if you've got small people, I have heard they like throwing food around, so probably not the most sensible idea, but it is a step up. BMWs historically haven't been great on their interiors. Their interior game was weak up until recently, where someone obviously has pulled their finger out and actually sorted it out. We've got this lovely sort of carbon on the central partition here. This big screen, actually, I've got to say, not the biggest fan of it. Fiddling around with the climate is actually a bit of a pain on this thing, like demisting the windscreen. It's all touchscreen. Really don't like that, but otherwise, massive screen. It actually works very well. Wireless CarPlay, not glitchy. It's been fantastic. And this screen up here on the driver's side, we've got your battery on here. You'll do about 50 miles of range, thereabouts, stated on that side. And then you've got your fuel on that side as well. And up on the steering wheel, I mean, you probably know this stuff already. You've got M1 and M2. These basically put it in like spicy mode. The default position is not fully electric, it's actually in hybrid mode, unlike the Panamera, which will give you fully electric immediately, unless you state otherwise. But that M1 is spicy all-wheel drive, and I believe M2 is rear-wheel drive. And it actually tells you up on the dash there if you're in two-wheel or all-wheel drive mode. This centre is actually pretty cool. I don't like piano black, so I don't like the way it's finished, but actually the functions on here are all jolly good. You've got everything you need, and you can also switch between M hybrid and M mode on there as well. And your gear selector is down here, and your start-stop button is obviously there as well. And this little fiddly twiddly thing. But again, it's piano black, and the Panamera has piano black as well. I don't know why they do it. 2 wireless charging slots, they work well. They actually work. 2 cup holders, and this central partition here with my GoPro thingy in there as well. That's been getting hot. I don't know why. That's hot in there. Don't know if it's supposed to be. Anyway, let's go get some donuts because this one's getting hungry. Sorry. I was just showing people around the car. It's also got the Bowers & Wilkins Hi-Fi upgrade on it as well. A little bit more carbon. I really like the finishing on this Hi-Fi. It sounds like a nightclub in here. And we've got knockos in the door. They made a bit of effort with the key as well. Relatively nicely done, although that is piano black. Also, normal unlock, locking button is the BMW logo, and that button at the bottom there, I believe you can customize to do something fun with. But overall, it is a very good looking car. I do like the look of these, and that glowing grille looks fabulous. Big fan of the way these look. I think they look amazing. All right, let's get in here then, because Groucho Marx is hungry. Steady. This place is chaos, look at them all. Large array of donuts here. So actually, I think it's changed since the last time we came. They're actually all now vegan. That's the only non-vegan one. Not my audience don't care about that though, because none of them really are vegan.
You should be. It's good for the environment.
But yeah, it's nearly more than the M5. We've gone for a dozen for some reason. Why have we gone for a dozen? Any clues?
They are delicious.
What a place. We just got given freebies. Tuck in. Cheers, mate. Bag secured. Thank you. You got a hat as well. Show us. Give us a demo in the hat. Give us the twirl.
My head's a bit too big.
Oh dear. What's happened there? Maybe it's on... It's not on... No. You have to wear that all day now. I'm going to show the audience what we got. What does £22 buy us? 22 quid!
Yeah, but
£22. Think about that. That's actually
wait, I need to
proper money.
Hold on.
Yeah, here we go.
Look at that, hey.
I mean, that is stunning, in fairness.
That is stunning. This I'm excited for. This is the caramel one.
I think that's cinnamon.
Or cinnamon, sorry, that's the caramel.
Is that a new one, the cinnamon? Is it new?
I think the cinnamon's new, yeah.
Chaos.
Yummy.
Fine.
Yummy.
The things we do for videos. I mean, this isn't a normal activity for us, is it? But it might be going forward. What's going on here? Oh, we got a voucher. We're going to have to come back. It's basically free. Bag secured then. We just had to shoot a thumbnail in the actual restaurant in the car park, which was mortifying.
It is mortifying because I had to be on my knees in front of the car wearing a Krispy Kreme hat while people were trying to drive in the car park. But it's not like people think, oh, poor thing, posing for her husband's YouTube thumbnail. They think she wants a photo in a Krispy Kreme hat.
At least now, half of the money I earn is legally yours. So at least
I don't have access to it though, do I?
No, you don't. But
we're gonna have to do joint cards.
I mean, good luck with that. You'd be bouncing off the bottom. You'd be left in Sainsbury's with your car being declined, so good luck with it. I think that's all we've got time for. Just a very brief video. I've not had a chance to go out and do a driving video. It's like super icy and snowy at the moment anyway, so the last thing I'm going to do
Dangerous.
is go bidding it around the place and wrap it around a tree. Big shout out to Cotswolds BMW. If you're anywhere near Cheltenham or the Cotswolds, or even the middle of England, go and check the place out. As I say, I'm not being paid to be nice about them, but it's a really, really cool site. It's mega. I've never seen like a setup like that in BMW. I didn't realise there were dealerships like that. In fact, I think it's the only one. Anyway, any final words? Donut girl?
No, I'm very happy with my donut. The hot ones in there are so good.
Yeah, we got free ones. Why did he give you a free one?
I think they do that. They do. If you're like nice, they'll give you a free one when you order. They give you a free hot one off the rack.
Really?
Yeah, we've had it before, and I do remember it from when I was young. So you'd get like two when you bought one if you were nice.
You were obviously nice then.
Yeah.
For a change.
Yeah. It was delicious though. I highly recommend this car.
Krispy Kremes. Give us some money for this video. Give us some cash. Maybe we can get some money out of them.
Crosstown's good as well.
Yeah, Crosstown. Maybe we can just start reviewing donuts as well.
We should just do vegan food reviews. We should go to like a drive-through, like, oh, do you remember when we used to go to Halo Burger? That was so good.
Yeah, vegan trash food, I think, is the way to get people into vegan eating. If people realise they can eat junk, and really nice junk, but it not harm animals, I think that might be the sell. That might be a way to get people in. I mean, even Archie Hamilton, I've just been with him, and he hasn't eaten meat for months.
Glad to hear it.
And he took the piss out of me.
I know he did.
Early doors when I stopped eating meat, and now he's got it.
The tide is hopefully turning.
Yeah.
I hope. Not in a preachy way, but I hope the tide is turning for the animals and for the environment.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like it's a thing. So.
Absolutely. All right. On that probably unpopular note.
Yeah. Whatever.
Bye everyone.
Bye.
Love you.